Hi everyone, Stacy here, and I'm here with
Sharon.
welcome to the African Hummingbird podcast. This is our third episode. So
Queens
far,
of consistency.
third episode in consistency
You know,
is the
we
bar
can
in
only-
hell,
I'm just my best cheerleader, so I think we've done
as it
amazing
should
as
be.
well
So
far,
this is our second time recording, and the first two episodes did pretty well.
yeah.
We had close to 680 plays for both episodes.
680.
No, 80. Close
Oh,
to 80
okay.
plays
Yeah.
in both episodes.
Mhm. That's
And
nice.
thank you so much to all those who listened. We got our data, and so far we have listeners
How many?
in Kenya, outside Kenya, international.
Can we say we are a global podcast now?
Uh.
Global citizens. Ama nimeenda sana.
Yeah, itakuwa kustretch.
Hapana.
But
Sawa.
yeah, it's true.
Say
They are
less.
international.
Yeah.
So our listeners come from Kenya.
Mhm.
Let me just read it out. Kenya, our brothers and sisters in Australia. Shout
Keeps
out
and
to
chips and chips.
Keeps and Chips.
Yeah.
Malta, we see you. The Netherlands, Finland, UK, Greece.
Greece.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know someone from Spain. Sijui mbona Spotify.
Haijamwonyesha. Did he or she listen though?
Yeah, he listened and he gave me
Very
specific
specific
feedback
detail,
that for sure alisikia.
I know someone from Belgium and I sent her the link. So
Really?
she
Maybe
probably
this-
didn't listen, so it's fine. Fake friends.
Or
Jamila.
the data is coming.
Okay, so okay, you just saved my friendship.
Yeah, you're welcome, the friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
So last time we read a book and
Yes.
we read the poetry book by Mumbi Masharia.
yeah.
This time what are we going to be doing?
First, before we go to
Okay.
what we're going to do, there's some comments that I want to read it out. So
Yes.
shout out to everyone who left a comment, liked, and even gave us a 5 rating star.
Actually, I was looking at the statistics
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
at the back end.
Okay.
I was looking at the stars and like 5.0. That's
5.0 as in tumedrop 2 episodes mbili and you're giving us a 5, but deep down nashuku tu ni muturi Sharon.
A win is a win.
And
a win
one
is a
person I
win.
don't know because me I haven't
Or
given.
there are 4-star ratings.
No, there are 3, and me I didn't give
I know
ourselves
for
5
sure I
rating.
am one of them.
You're one of them, Muturi. Did
Muturi,
you give
the
us a
second
5-star? Thank you.
Manager.
To the
podcast
other one
manager.
person who gave us a 5-star. Thank you
Thank
so much.
We love you. I want to marry you, right? No, I'm joking. That's a stretch. Now give us the comments.
So from our first episode, we had a couple of comments from Stella. Stella Mesema, the episode is nice. At least I can relate with Sharon. Have been trying to be a reader, but we ebooks were na buy hata sifiki page 50.
You know, I really loved that comment because I felt like I am a relatable person now. Like,
Yeah.
Am I an influencer? Am I? Okay, that's a stretch for sure. But yeah, the last time I
But
said
what are
that
you
I'll try.
influencing if you're an influencer?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. I'm not an influencer.
But
But
let
I
me
really
ask,
love-
Stella, why are you buying ebooks in this age and time?
As opposed to
Oh, I'm sorry. Kumbe hizo south sites ni wana download ni
they're
legally.
illegal, yeah.
So maybe she buys from Kindle.
Yeah, which is also as long as
Shout out
the
to
writer
you.
gets paid.
But what's your thoughts on buying books on these illegal sites?
I know that it's illegal,
Yeah.
but I also know that some people, especially in academia, don't have access to academic books.
Yeah.
So that's where the illegal sites come in. But I strongly feel like if you want to buy maybe fiction, an independent writer's book, you should
Yeah.
always try and buy from the bookshops or directly from their websites. And I support when people pirate academic
yeah.
resources though.
Because they normally are not that accessible.
They are probably never.
And if they are, it's so pricey.
Exactly. They are always behind a paywall.
Yeah.
But for creatives, for like independent writers, I don't think people should be pirating books. I have done it before.
Mhm.
And actually, when I was going through my Facebook account quite recently, I saw that Facebook had flagged some comments that I had made in 2017 when I was recommending, rather pasting the links where people could download
really?
books. I'm a changed woman now.
With money.
No.
Yeah.
Ipo siku.
Uh,
But I think people should buy books. Yeah. Anyway.
my thoughts on that is, as much as for the longest time I was against it,
Mhm.
but right now I kind of understand because
Why people do
because for example, take undergraduate student.
Mhm.
Pesa yake yenye ako naye ni chakula, transport,
Chapo beans, chapo
Chapo-
ndengu,
ya mess
chapo
ya 23 bob.
minji. Yenye inafaa kwanza kulipwa on e-citizen.
Exactly. So we are taking this example of this student. Income yake, kama kona income, tuseme pocket money, it's just to survive.
Mhm.
And you cannot not read because you are a student.
Yeah.
And some books you're not finding it
In the
at
libraries.
libraries
Yeah.
or anything. So what do? Na kuna sites that provide for this
Yeah.
books. So there is that one. So understanding like where people are financially, they can't access books. I understand, and people should read. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the flip side though, people need to earn money from
their art.
From their art.
Yeah.
So my stand is, as much as you can, just buy the books from legal sources.
Yeah.
Especially if they are Kenyan. Enda to textbook center, nunua kitabu,
Yeah.
Nuria stores,
Sometimes
from the writer.
yeah, exactly. From the writer is even
Yeah.
best
Mm.
because many of them are actually active on their social media, and there's a way you can buy directly from them without your broker, whatever.
Exactly.
Any other comment you want to read out?
Moturi is our podcast manager, stroke sound engineer.
Who came early this time?
Who came early this time? Thank you for that. Tunaenda kujistaki.
No.
Okay,
Next.
Moturi says, Sharon and I, same was up. This year we try again.
Yeah. I wonder if he has even tried anything since the last time we recorded.
Tell us,
2 weeks
Moturi, have you
ago.
tried anything for the past 2 weeks?
He's been busy. He's saying he's been busy, which is probably a lie, but yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that maybe before Easter you get to read one book.
Yeah. Jepkos Gay Daisy, shout out to you, our Australian listener.
Yeah.
Some of this was amazing. Thank you, Daisy. James Wanaina, Jimmy, and some others are good one. And KD Terrific says, awesome episode, great topic.
That's really nice.
Thank
It feels
you.
so nice to receive comments like those.
You guys, come na skezi tuachie tu comments.
Just
because-
one. Hata emoji. Nakubeg, I am actually on my knees right now.
Guys, you do not want to know what Sharon just did, but you'll not dwell into that.
I know, yeah. We will be
So that
glad
was
to-
a comment from the
Episode 1, right?
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So please leave a comment,
Mhm.
engage us, tell us your thoughts on
Anything that we've said in
anything
the
that
comments.
we'll say in this episode
Yeah.
or the previous episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawa.
So now that we have read the comments from the first episode, what are we talking about this time around? We read we read a poetry book by Mumbi last time.
Oh, wait, before that,
Please don't
I
ask any
I
questions.
lent you the book.
I forgot it.
What?
I wanted to bring it, but I forgot it. I'm so sorry. But
I'm
I
not
did.
asking if you
you're asking
brought
if I
it
read
back. So no to care.
Defensiveness.
Why are you so
Defensiveness.
defensive?
It's because I
my
don't want you to ask me if
sister?
I read it. That's
Okay,
why I'm running away.
That's the question I'm going to ask you.
Ah.
Did you read it?
I haven't read it yet,
So
but by the next podcast shoot, I'll have read it.
I don't know, Gopa. The book that me and you will
Actually, to set aside a book to read and then we talk about it in the podcast, I'll definitely read it.
but we have Sharon.
Which one?
Oh my goodness.
Ile ya Ngugi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll read it. You and I for sure tasoma. When are we going to be recording
next week.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have confidence in you.
I promise you I'll read it.
Sawa basi.
Yeah.
So today Oh, so this is another segment that you're going to be taking in this podcast. It's called the readout sessions. Sijui nimeguess tu saizi.
Hiyo ni news to
unaweza
me.
edit.
News to me. The
Nasema
readout
nini?
session.
The readout sessions.
That's a nice
Or a narration
subtopic.
episode.
Yeah.
Oops, you're good. Yeah. So literally we'll be taking like an article of a writer, any writer,
Yeah.
and read it out to our listeners.
Yeah.
And that's on that.
Yeah.
The inspiration came from this podcast called Nipe Story. Nipe Story. So basically, someone narrates an article. It's like an audio book, but for articles, short stories,
forms,
and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And since this is a book review, words review, we are
It's a
wordsmith
seamless-
enthusiasts. Yeah, I thought this is a nice place to start.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Also, someone gave me the idea that you remember how in primary school and in high school we were all writers because you are forced to write compositions and inches. So there'll be going to be a session where if you can access your inches and composition, you can come read it out to us for vibes and entertainment.
I think that's the best thing I've ever had. I was watching this TikTok earlier in the morning.
Yeah.
And someone was like, alikuwa na narrate vile insha za high school, za primary zilikuwa zile za, nikaamka aste, nikaanguka
What
tifu.
are those words? Because
I don't
have
know.
you ever
Chana
used...
kali za sauti.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nilianguka chubui. Have you ever used that word?
I ran to the Frog's Kingdom. I genuinely learned what the Frog's Kingdom was quite recently.
What's it?
It's a bathroom. Nilienda kuoga.
Englishman.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. It's our language. You accept
So
it.
Sharon, Muturi, and all you guys who are listening to us, if you have an insha or composition that you wrote in high school, primary school, and you want us to read it out, please, our email is on the description box. Feel free to share it. And also, if you're in Kenya and you want to narrate your own story, please do the same.
Send the email
and tell us your request. Okay?
Sawa. Yeah, nitatafuta yangu. And I had really nice compositions in class 8. Yeah, I even gave the book to my brother, so I hope that I hope it wasn't lost. So
I thought I'd somewhere your brothers, like if they consent.
Like a bit too.
If they consent. No. Okay, you're bigger.
Yeah, he can
older,
consent.
Bigger. Older brother.
Yeah. Okay. Sawa.
So today I'm going to read my article. I'm reading by example. I wrote this article on 14th November 2023.
On Valentine's Day.
14th November.
Oh.
Valentine's is coming and Sharon is confused. Who's your Valentine's, Sharon? How's your month?
Next
from the
question.
first episode.
Next question.
You're going to dodge that like that.
Tuseme tu ile vitenge mlikuwa mmetoa mrudishe kwa wardrobe huko nyuma, and I said that last time.
Oh really?
But, yeah. I'm not sharing anything else about my man.
Ipo siku.
Yeah, but unini Valentine's Day ni Ash Wednesday, so tunaenda kanisa.
Huh?
It's Ash Wednesday for the Catholics.
Oh.
So I'm going to church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nitakuwa nikifanyia muhindi kazi.
You're all busy though.
Oh.
I'll also be at work. But yeah, go on. Let's read the first one.
So the title of this article is My City, My Town. Mm-hmm. I write this article very well rested. Last week, I was on leave, so I went to our home in Eldoret. I am at the age where home could mean 3 different things, but let's not get into that. It is in Eldoret where I was born and bred. The first thing you notice when you arrive in Eldoret is the air is fresher in that part of the country in comparison to Nairobi. It is less chaotic there, both human and vehicle traffic. There is an urgency that Nairobi has that Eldoret lacks. This is, however, not to say that Eldoret is not a hub for business, entertainment, and such, but the town has grown by leaps and bounds for the last couple of years. what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is I really like the calmness Eldoret provides. I recommend such calmness when your body is over the hastiness this jungle called Nairobi weighs on us. The time in Eldoret made me think about my writing journey and aspirations with this platform. Consistency in writing has been the greatest challenge. I will give you a million excuses for why I do not write as much as I should, but I'm just sick and tired of my own excuses, in all honesty. So because I choose to be because I choose to be a proactive individual, I will participate in the writing challenge that writers normally do when they have a writing slump. It's the 30-day challenge. This is where you sit down and write. Rusty as it may be, just write. And because I am kind of shameless about my writing process, I will post them on the blog. I am not promising perfection because I am aware perfection is one of the things that holds me back in posting my work. This is not to say I will be careless in my writing. I'll do my best. So help me God. Have I mentioned how Eldoret has grown? Eldoret has a mall now. And it's a proper mall, guys. A mall with a proper cinema, a world-class gym. Miniso is also in Eldoret. Other proper stores and restaurants that were only found in the city, Nairobi, are now in Eldoret. See, the development for us who left Eldoret to look for greener pastures in different towns is kind of a big deal to us. The affordable lifestyle is even more attractive. For the first time in many years, I considered relocating when all the factors were right. City life is exciting, but in all grand of things, a small town with the city's facilities is where it's at, in my opinion. Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe it's the maybe it's an age thing. Maybe it's the rural economy. I don't know. Anyways, if you are a city dweller, have you ever thought of relocating to a smaller town? And this is where my inks pen dry. We try again tomorrow. I hope you stay around. The end.
I don't know how I can clap but still have the
Uteka hiyo
microphone sound effects za ku-upload.
clap.
Alafu weke iko risasi.
Crickets. Imeclap.
Imekata,
Utafanya vitu zako.
Sound engineer, take it over. So, I really enjoyed listening to this. First, because we both come from the same city.
Yeah.
And I relate so much to what you said about how harsh Nairobi is.
Yeah.
Okenda LD, the skies are very clear. It has the
Let me
most
tell
beautiful
you,
skies ever.
Eldoret has the most beautiful skies anywhere that I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even funny.
Oh, yeah.
In comparison to
especially
Kenya.
Nairobi, yeah.
Especially Nairobi.
Mm. I
have a picture, I'll send it to you.
Especially take a time lapse and then when you...
Eldoret has beautiful skies, for sure.
For sure.
Maybe it's because also it's not that polluted.
Air pollution, for sure. You can see stars at night. The
Actually,
bare minimum, you can see stars at night.
Yes.
Yeah. So nilifurahi when ulisema we have a mall now because for the longest time we had Zion Mall, and if you've ever gone to LD, Zion Mall is not a mall.
It's not a mall. It's just a building with
a
supermarket and
that
offices.
has kept changing over time. Naivas, Tuskys, nini.
Yeah.
So juzi when nilienda home for Christmas, I went into Zion Mall.
They should just call it a Zion Plaza.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but ilikuwa inanuka makojo. Like the toilets are right at the entrance.
Yeah.
And it just did not feel like a mall. And one of my closest friends who also comes from LD was so happy that tuko na mini society. Like
I
you can
was
walk
so
into a supermarket.
happy.
That's the
Me.
peak of luxury.
And we have even textbook center
We do.
at Troopers.
Tuko na
Let me tell you, for the
LC
longest
Waikiki.
time, well, in Eldoret, I didn't know where to find a proper bookshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hata unaona venye hata Nairobi iko na like streets where they sell second hand.
Yes.
LD
Hakuna
sijaiona.
Eldoret.
Hakuna. Unless ni textbooks za shule.
If you're
academic
looking for
books.
business in Eldoret,
Yeah.
tumekupatia idea.
I think I'll send you that tweet. Someone was complaining that there's no bookshop in LD
Yeah.
that can sell the likes of Chimamanda, like
Because all the
Kenyan authors.
bookshops, they sell high school, academic,
set books,
primary,
na kadhalika.
such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really loved that. I hope that one day we'll be able to relocate to LD. But I don't know. I don't think I want to live in LD because it's home. My parents are there. Everyone knows me.
I wouldn't mind. I don't mind actually.
I think I'm just still young, Buzz.
Did you just
No offense.
you just call me old?
Because you just said that maybe it's age. So.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
age, but me definitely, if all factors are right,
Yeah. You would
it's a
move.
good place to
Yeah.
live.
And
Plus,
the
also
rent,
Nairobi is just here.
you
Like,
can take a flight.
take a flight or,
1 hour,
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. Yeah,
Kuna KFC.
kusema,
Kuna KFC LD.
I don't like KFC, but
No.
there's also
Sijauliza
KFC.
kama unani, I'm just asking. Is
Yeah,
there?
kuna KFC.
I think there's also Java.
Na kuna Glovo.
Kuna Creamy Inn.
Ah.
Although ni ngambo ile, iko side za west.
And the entertainment is nice.
Yeah. Are there many green spaces in LD? For instance, we have Karura, we have Arboretum, we have Ngong.
Let me tell you something. So, I was in LD in December.
Yeah.
And apparently we have an arboretum. But here arboretum are in a forest.
It's
But
just
in their defense, they started it last year. Now they're trying to like build. Kumea
grow
meeting-
trees. Afforestation. Madam. When
They
take them-
planted trees.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't grown yet.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress. So hopefully in the near future, give it some years,
Yeah.
it will be like a full-grown proper arboretum.
So let me tell you, there was an Arboretum in LD kitambo.
Wapi?
Ilikuwa hapo karibu na Chep. I remember I went to maybe 2 dates with someone there. I don't know if you know it. Ilikuwa na like a field.
Nakwambia. Munapeleka na date arboretum. There were forests. Mlienda kupanda miti.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Ilikuwa picnic. Yeah. Picnic. That's what we're
Sawa
calling it
basi.
these days. No, but genuinely it was a picnic. And ilikuwa kitambo. I was in high school. Ama hivyo towards
High school
towards high-
ulipelekwa date.
Yeah, mkupelekwa. You guys are going by road. Huh? Mungu wangu.
I think
But
my first date
I
was
think
after
it-
high school.
Oh yeah. No, but I think that's normal.
Yeah.
So the thing is that your Arboretum, it was a private property
yeah.
and it just had ama
Does
ilikuwa-
it still
maybe it-
exist?
I don't know. I don't
Mhm.
think so. But
Mhm.
or maybe it was a property of UOE, the University of Eldoret, which is public land. And ilikuwa na nice sitting spaces. It had like a pond, so you could go and watch the ducks there. It had
Yeah.
fish na kadhalika.
Mm.
But it also had tree cover. Now hii mpya, I hope that by the time it gets to the end of the year, we at least have trees, because what's an arboretum without shade?
Truly.
We put the benches na kadhalika.
Yeah, they have the benches. They have
Twende tukienda next time.
statue. Actually, we were
We were
planning
supposed
to
to go in
go,
December.
but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, time.
Mambo yalikuwa mengi.
Masaa yalikuwa machache. We had to come back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, you
so
didn't.
they have benches. They have
Yeah.
statue of our heroes in
Kila
Eldoret,
Kipchoge.
Kila Kipchoge, and all our athletes.
Yeah.
So hopefully, in a few years, it will be like a proper arboretum.
Recreational area. Is there any
Yeah.
other green space in LD?
Not that I know of,
Yeah.
but if you're from Eldoret, ebu tuambie.
Yeah. For sure. I genuinely want to know hizo green spaces.
So that you
za
can
LD.
explore when
Yeah.
we're there.
Like, where would you go to a picnic in
Eldoret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Also, the cost of rent in LD is very reasonable.
Yeah.
So, a 1-bedroom in LD would cost anywhere between 5K.
What
to-
do you mean?
Yeah, I swear to God.
And it's
Hapo
a proper
kwetu.
house.
Although ni za kitambo zile za maybe it doesn't have a wardrobe,
But it's a nice.
but it's a decent house. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't think hata Nairobi unaweza pata bed sitter Nairobi. Ama it was studio apartment. For our international audience, watu wa Netherlands. It was studio apartment.
Watu wa Malta. Did you know Malta is a country?
Let me tell you this. I didn't want you to call me out live on the podcast.
I also
but
didn't
I
know.
actually knew when you sent us the screenshot.
Oh, really? I didn't
Had to
know.
go and check the.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Who are in
Which is
Malta.
the smallest country in the world?
Vatican.
Oh my God.
It's true.
Surrounded by smart people. I knew that last week.
Last week.
Yeah. Watu wa Kenya at 50 mna. Naitwangaje hizo games.
I'm a smart babe.
Yeah. Okay, sawa.
Okay,
basi. Anything else you want to say about the Eldoret city?
Actually, reading, not Eldoret, but reading through this
about
comment,
yeah.
nimeona your place here where I was to do a 30-day reading challenge. Na nilikwama at day 6. Life happened.
No, you've said there that excuse you put. Actually, before we continue, you mentioned something about a platform. I don't think we've ever mentioned this on the episode on the podcast yet because it's episode 2. But what's the platform that you published that on? Oh, episode 3. Poleni, my bad. Oopsie. Episode 3. Which platform did you post this on, and do you want to share it on the podcast?
So guys, I'm a struggling writer and I have a website, a blog, a website.
Yeah.
I'll share the link on the description box for
Yeah.
anyone who wants to see my work.
Yeah.
It's struggling.
What does struggling mean? Because can we say you're a hobby writer?
To some, because at this rate.
But then what would you be struggling with when it's a hobby?
Honestly, it's just excuses. Because if I wanted to, I
you
would. And I'm tired of explaining why I'm a struggling writer. So what ukiona kazi hapo, just read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I had mentioned a 30-day challenge. Looking back, it didn't come to fruition. Like it didn't fika day 30.
Will fika day
7 or 6.
That's good.
It's because the devil was hovering. You know why? Let me tell you. My Sharon anacheka karibu anyongo na
Shetani ametulia tu. Shetani ametulia akiongeza kuni kwa.
But for you, it's the devil.
Where does he come in? Or she?
Because okay, it's the devil in December. So maybe it wasn't the best timing to start the challenge. But hizo tu ni excuses, in all honesty.
You've also mentioned in the article saying that, you put up excuses. So that's one of the excuses. Blaming the devil and blaming December. But genuinely, I think sticking consistently to something is quite hard.
It is quite hard,
really,
especially if
you're
other things.
A lot of other
you're
things.
navigating other things.
And I think when you're publishing that, you also had a lot of priorities in your personal life. So extend grace to yourself and maybe start again. Actually, which reminds me, the first time you and I met, I also had a blog.
What happened to your blog, Sharon?
I deleted it.
Actually, you're a writer.
I am a writer. But I was a hobby writer for the longest time. And then I started to write for a living, and then I started to hate it. In my full-time job, I am constantly writing. Now I absolutely hate it. So I don't write anymore as a hobby.
So the love of writing is just...
Elisha, it's just if it's going to pay my bill, Maybe I'll revive it someday. But
I
actually,
why I brought this... so well.
Thank you. Send them pesa. Why I brought this my blog app, is because when I first met you, in my blog at that time, I had said I'll start publishing every week. And then I asked you to read my blog and give me feedback. And when you did, you told me, so what happened to the weekly schedule of publishing?
I did. Even
now it's my turn. You actually did.
I can't remember.
And now that it's my turn to sit on the other side of the table.
That's so fun. You've known each other for 5 years.
Yeah. Is that long? It's quite a long time.
But actively friends for like...
Maybe 3 or 2 actually. Maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Maybe 2, yeah. Although your Karibu changed when the podcast was starting, so...
Guys, I think I'm losing a friend. And I'm not exaggerating. No. Because
Don't do that. Do you want to share why? Wakucheke hata wewe washangae msichana.
I'm not just no guys, I'm not exaggerating.
Uko sawa, you're not okay. She is right. Yeah, hata podcast manager amesema hapo usiende sana. Ama we are minimizing. It's a feel good article.
It's
I hope
true.
you get back to your 30 days.
But I feel like also my rating is like feel good. Because I remember someone told me, shout out to you,
do you want to
who
say
told
yani?
me, nah, what does it do when they listen? If they listen,
Umesahau jina yake.
just how he told me that reading my work in a feel kama like a reading Saturday magazine. You remember that
That's really
feeling?
nice. That's such a nice compliment.
Yeah, because it's not.
You're gonna inlets, a lot of inlets.
Yes.
It has a lot of.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why I write. Like it's just
for such feedback and
Yeah.
wholesomeness.
Mm.
I agree. Although, except the time you said that you hate cats in one of your blogs.
I said I hate Sharon. Usifanye cat people waniue kwa podcast.
There's a whole show that don't
But
fuck with cats.
Imagine, guys, I'm evolving
Yeah.
because I tolerate cats these days, and that's
I'm
a
so happy for
progress.
you. I'm so happy. You even send me cat
I send Sharon
memes now and
cat
TikToks
reels.
and Awin is
Actually,
Awin.
nikutumie. So
Oh, by the way,
our
Mutri is also
Mutri
a
is
cat
also
guy.
a cat
He has a cat.
cat parent.
Yeah. PURRENT.
Parent.
Is it
Snaps.
snaps?
I think tunafaa kumaliza hii pod.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for sticking. Do you want to share anything else? You can close the episode.
No, that's it. Thank you so much for those who've listened till here.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on what you thought about what you've said all through, what I've read.
Yeah.
The
I'm also
comments.
curious for people to share what were LD to share where they
Yes.
go to in green spaces, especially the public and free ones. Or
Yeah.
hata kama ni entry, it's like relatively cheap entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you like this format, please let us know as well.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, kama uko na composition or insha that you want us to narrate, share with us through the email that we'll share. And if you also want to come narrate it to us, please tell us
Even
on that
better.
email. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.